Hello there, welcome back to Magique. In this video, we're going to talk about virtual idols. If you would like to see the text version of this article, you can have a look at my WeChat official platform, which is also called Magique. In this video, you are going to see the article's vocabulary, background information, logical structure, and my summary. Right, let's get into it. Let's start from the title. Virtual idols, real problems. So we can see an interesting contrast here, virtual versus real. By saying virtual, it means that these idols are computer-generated stars. Examples, we have A-Soul, Sejin, and Lo Tianyi. I'm going to show you some clips here. China ponders the people behind computer-generated stars. Ponders, meaning to think about something carefully before making a decision or reaching a conclusion. For synonyms, we have mull over, consider, chew on. If you want to just write a simple synonym, you could just say think about. And then this is an interesting idiomatic way of saying take the time to think. You could say, oh, can I come back to you on this? Can I sleep on it? And then ponder is also quite frequently used in other articles from The Economist. You could say, European finance ministers ponder corona bonds. Right. This is the translation, just in case you want to have a look. Paragraph 1. Whether it's for marketing or entertainment, hiring a real-life celebrity is expensive and carries risks. So for expensive, you could say it's pricey, costly. When it's really pricey, you could say exorbitant or extortionate. You could also say idiomatic ways such as a king's ransom. This means when you kidnap a king and they have to pay a ransom to get the king back. So it's a king, it has to be pricey. And then costing an arm and a leg. Just let's imagine, if you have to throw in one of your legs and one of your arms to buy something, come on, that is quite a lot of expense for anything. You could say, oh, my coat is costing me an arm and a leg, meaning my coat is really pricey. Several Chinese stars have been caught up in scandals recently. Well, you can type on the screen or in the comment section the celebrities that have been caught up in scandals. You could also say mired in scandals. Oh, I forgot to mention some synonyms of carries risks. You could just say it's risky or perilous or hazardous. And then caught up in something means to involved in something you don't actually want to be in. It could also mean something quite romantic, meaning so involved in something or somebody that you cannot notice anything else. That reminds me of Untouchable by Taylor Swift. The party, for its part, has attacked fan culture. So for its part, meaning the author is describing somebody's thoughts or actions. For example, you could say, the soldiers, for their part, agreed not to disrupt the election campaign. So pay attention, even though it's soldiers, you don't turn part into parts. Has attacked fan culture, banning online rankings of celebrity. This refers to the online campaign launched by the Chinese government, mainly the Cyberspace Administration of China, to cancelling the ranking of celebrities in any form. It wants public figures to be upstanding role models Upstanding means someone is honest, upright, or reputable, is a moral person. Little wonder, then, that many Chinese firms are choosing to work with virtual idols instead of the humankind. So companies such as Taobao has worked with virtual idols, but also, according to another report, there are other companies like KFC, Tesla, Louis Vuitton, and Givenchy have commissioned virtual idols for promotional campaigns in China.
对，那么我们说天天赚钱在哪里？就是好像您说的是，我们有一些商业模式，比如说代言一些，比如说游戏呀，或者说一些其他的，就是商业上面的一些收入。
Right, so we have a translation here, just in case you're interested. Paragraph 2. Virtual idols are generated by computers. Often, though, these digital avatars are controlled by anonymous human performers wearing motion capture gear. I found a video clip from SCMP which can illustrate how the motion capture gear works. The most popular virtual idols sing and dance before millions of viewers on live streaming platforms. So this is how they work, part of the how they work question. Fans tip real money and buy merchandise. Have you tipped any virtual idols? Some virtual idols are influencers or used in marketing campaigns. So as you will see here, this, I think this lady, she's called Ling, and she's worked with Tesla and Vogue already. So this is a great example for marketing campaigns. It makes for big business. So makes for, meaning to be one thing or the most important thing that causes something. For example, everyone agreed that filming inside a chocolate factory would make for good television. China's virtual idol market was estimated to be worth nearly $16 billion in 2021, says II Media, a consultancy. So as you can see, this is a quite big market when it's worth $16 billion. And again, here's the translation. Paragraph 3. Virtual idols have problems too, though. I love this kind of short sentences that guide us through the article. Take Carol, the lead singer of ASOL, one of China's most popular virtual bands. So you can say that take something or someone. You don't have to say take something as an example. You could just say take something. Its creators are backed by ByteDance, a Chinese tech giant, which is also the company that started TikTok and Douyin. Carol alone generated over 2 million yuan, which is $300,000 in revenue, mostly from tips, in a single month last year, according to reports. That's quite impressive for a virtual idol. But in May, it was announced that Carol was leaving ASO. According to fans, the performer behind the virtual idol had complained that she was bullied, overworked, and underpaid. When you say someone is bullied, the verb meaning seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce someone. You could say bullying in high schools, or someone is a bully. Overworked and underpaid. Overworked means you are made or you are asked to work over time or over your capacity. And underpaid, meaning you're not paid as much as you deserve. Her employers denied all of this, noting that human performers receive 10% of live stream earnings. Nevertheless, the virtual Carol has disappeared. So here's a bit of background information. ByteDance, the parent of the viral short video app TikTok, has been in the hot seat in China. So in the hot seat, meaning to be in a position that is in trouble or being asked many difficult and embarrassing questions, amidst accusation of exploiting the 5 female employees behind the viral virtual idol group ASOL. That was launched jointly with its invested arm Yuehua Entertainment in 2020, which is why you can see a logo of Yuehua on the top right corner. So we have some translation here. By the way, this is another way to report the whole thing. ByteDance faces backlash for exploiting employees behind its hit virtual girl group ASOL. Last paragraph. Such issues will inevitably arise as Chinese firms pursue opportunities in the metaverse. So here, arise means problems, they will appear, they will emerge, but people might have questions in terms of the difference between rise and arise. Rise refers to an upward movement. You could say the rise of
Skywalker.
And then arise refers to an emergence or coming out, an issue or a problem. And rise can be a noun and a verb. For example, the rise in living cost. But arise can only be a verb. And the rise is used in both formal and informal contexts. But arise in mostly formal context, as in this article. I forgot to talk about metaverse. So basically, it's an integrated network of 3D virtual worlds where you can do anything you can do in real life. Mark Zuckerberg had this video introducing metaverse, and I think it's quite interesting. I'll show you here.
We believe the metaverse will be the successor to the mobile internet. We'll be able to feel present, like we're right there with people, no matter how far apart we actually are. We'll be able to express ourselves in new, joyful, completely immersive ways. And that's going to unlock a lot of amazing new experiences.
They poured billions of yuan into such ventures last year. So there come some examples. ByteDance spent a small fortune on Pickle, a maker of virtual reality headsets. I went on its website and its products looked really cool. A paper published in October by the China Institute of Contemporary International Relations, a state think tank. Maybe some of you who live in Beijing have walked past this place. It's around Wanshousi. Spoke of the need for laws and regulations surrounding virtual labor. Young people, meanwhile, are increasingly fed up with 996 schedules, i.e. working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. So here, fed up with means you had enough. For example, you could say that you're annoyed, unhappy, or bored with 996. And also this I-N-E, I saw some people asking why, these two letters are here. It's usually written in I full stop, E full stop. It means that is. Or literally, just think about it as an equal sign. So what follows the I and E has to be exactly the same as what's in front of it. Virtual idols offer them an escape. You kind of feel like something wonderful really exists, even though it's virtual, but it gives you this kind of escape that you really need when you're having a stressful life. But behind some avatars, well, think of avatars, we may think about the movie Avatar, but it literally means the kind of person or characters in game that has a person behind it are humans with similar gripes. So gripes, it means a minor complaint or grumble, whine, grievance. So you have loads of synonyms for it. And then we have the translation of the last paragraph here. But before we end, I'm going to show you my summary and references. So let's have a look. Virtual idols gained momentum in China amid the government's efforts to crack down on fan culture. Maybe I should have said on real celebrities' fan culture. In May 2022, Carol, the leading singer of ASOL, a hit virtual girl group powered by Chinese tech giant ByteDance and entertainment behemoth Yuehua, was announced to leave her group. Her fans believe that her human performer behind the scene was overworked, bullied, and underpaid, albeit her employers denied all accusations. As Chinese firms pursue opportunities in the metaverse, such issues will inevitably arise, calling for laws and regulations surrounding virtual labor, according to the China Institute of Contemporary International Relations, a state think tank. And these are my references. Right, so that's the end for today's video. I'll see you next time. Bye!